boom, it's over. Like, we're done. You know, there is just so much someone can take. So don't depend on that person for everything. Just try to find work, try to find something to do to support your partner and support your other half. Don't just depend on them for every single thing, because it's honey, it's not fair. It's just not. It's not. Hey guys, what's up? It's Madina and I'm back with another video. Welcome back to my channel, or if you're new, welcome to my channel. On this channel we do fashion and lifestyle related content, so please be sure to stick around by hitting the red subscribe button down below. Turn on that bell notification so you don't miss another video. Like, share, comment, all that good stuff. And without any further ado, let's get straight into the video, guys. So today's video is gonna be another relationship video. You guys seem to love my girl talks, relationship advice videos and stuff like that, so I'm gonna be doing that for you guys. Another portion of you guys seems to love my clothing hauls and fashion videos, but in today's video I'm gonna be discussing the 10 dating mistakes that we make and how to avoid them. You know, we just get into dating because we just want to date. We have no idea what dating is. We don't want to be committed. We just want to date. We just want to tell all our friends we're dating someone and we're with someone without actually having the full commitment and full potential to date. The first dating mistake we make is literally pretending to be someone we're not to win that person over. So you pretend to be a nice person, you pretend to be a pretty person, you pretend to be a good person just to win that person over, and once they start dating you, then they start knowing who you really are. Of course, that's just gonna ruin the relationship. So if you're getting into a relationship or you're getting to date someone, just be you, just be yourself. Don't pretend. Don't pretend to be someone you're not. Don't pretend to cook if you don't know how to cook. Don't pretend to clean if you don't know how to clean. If you're not a cleaning person, just don't. Just be yourself. And if that person wants to love you for who you are and your flaws and stuff, they will love you for it. But if you pretend to be this good girl or good boy who always cleans, always cooks and takes care of his girl, when in real life you really don't care about all those things, that's literally one step to destroying the dating experience. Don't pretend to be who you are and just be yourself. The second dating mistake that we make is like showing someone that they are all in all. You know, we can do anything for them, we can't live without them, we can't breathe or eat without them. Come on. If you literally show someone that you cannot be without them, you cannot eat without them, you cannot live without them, what's gonna happen? The next day, boom, they turn on you because they know that you depend on them for everything and you cannot live or eat without them, and they are your world. So they're gonna start treating you like trash. They're gonna start treating you like garbage because they know that you feel for them more than they actually feel for you. So even if you love this person to the moon and never coming back, show them that you love them, but don't show them that you can literally die for them, and you can show them you can't live without them, because you can. Don't be like, oh, I cannot live without you, I'm gonna die if you leave me, because one day they're gonna eventually leave you, and then what? So don't give your all and all to this person. Don't say you don't love with all your heart. Definitely love with all your heart, but don't be too extreme to the extent where you make the other person feel like you're nothing without them, because they're gonna treat you like nothing. They really are. So if you're loving someone, love them, give them all the respect and love and attention they need and deserve, but don't be too extreme about it and don't go too far about it to the extent where they can even hurt you because of how you treat them. So just be very careful with that. Whether you're a girl or a guy, just be very careful with how you treat this portion of the dating experience. The third mistake that we make is dating without any goals in mind. Like, you're dating someone without even knowing what it's gonna be like tomorrow. You're dating someone without knowing how it's gonna be like. You're dating someone without knowing anything about them. So it sucks as hell to even say this, but we have to date with some goals and intentions in mind to maybe plan a future together, experience this together, travel together, spend this amount of time together. But if you are dating without any goals or mind and you're just dating for the sake of dating, then you're just gonna leave the relationship for the sake of leaving the relationship. Like, that easy. It's gonna be that easy. If it's that easy for you to date someone because you don't have any goals, it's gonna be that easy for you to leave that relationship because you can't find any goals to move on with that person with. So just don't date for the wrong reason. Find your goals and find your reason for dating that person before you actually fall into dating that person. You know what I mean? The fourth dating mistake we make is literally dating because we don't want to be alone. You know, you're dating someone because you don't want to be alone. Just want to tell your friends you're dating. Probably all your friends are dating, and then boom, what happens? You're single. So what if you're single? Rather than getting into the wrong relationship or someone you don't even love or someone who's gonna hurt you because you don't want to be single, I'd rather be single for the rest of my freaking life than be with someone who I can't even look at every day, who I know is disgusting, who I know is a cheater, who I know is just with me for the end game of getting into my pants. Just don't date for the wrong reasons. You know, don't date because you don't want to be alone. Don't date because you don't want. Dating is something serious, and the more we start taking it serious, the more it's gonna be serious. But if we could just keep taking it like a joke and stuff, we're just gonna keep getting hurt and sad and unhappy, and I don't think anyone wants that. Why would someone want that? So don't date because you don't want to be alone. Don't date because all your friends are dating. Date for all the right reasons. Date because you love him. Date because you know him and he's a good person or she's a good person. Just date for the right reasons, and don't date because you just don't want to be alone. That's literally the worst reason why you can possibly date someone. The fifth dating mistake that people make is dating because they think they can change someone. You know, I talked about this in my last video, which was, I think, the answer relationship questions video or something like that. I'm gonna link it up here. But literally, you dating because you think that you can change someone. It's a no. If she's a bad person, if she's a cheater, if he's a cheater, if he's a bad person, he's always gonna be that way. No matter what you do or what you say, he is always gonna be that way. There is nothing you can do to change. There is just so much you can do to change this person. But until the person himself or themselves like actually come into the realization that they want to change and they want to be better, like, you cannot change the person. They can only change for themselves. There is just so much you can do. So don't go into a relationship with someone who's terrible because you feel like, oh, they're gonna change. I'm gonna give them a chance to change. I'm gonna tell them to change. I'm gonna help them change. I'm gonna walk them through change. You can't do that. You can take them to a therapist. What happens? If they don't want to see a therapist, they're not gonna even listen to whatever the therapist says. You cannot force someone to change. That's what I'm saying. So basically, don't go into a relationship thinking you can change someone. Just let it go from day one. Don't try to be in the relationship and hurt yourself thinking you can change the person, and the person doesn't end up changing, and you're just gonna end up hurting yourself, which is terrible. It's terrible. Don't do that. Don't do that. Texting way too much once we just start dating. It's normal for us to text way too much when we just start dating. We're texting how your day is, we're texting what you've been doing, we're texting how you are, who you've been with today, what you've eaten today. It's quite normal. I mean, I'm sure we all do that when we just start dating. We text. Except it's a long distance relationship where you guys won't see each other in a long while. I would say that's fine. But if you're just like having more conversations over the phone than you are having conversations in person, or when you see each other, you have nothing to talk or nothing to talk about because you've already like said everything you want to say over text. I would say be very vague about your text. Text maybe once or twice a day, and then keep the conversation for when you meet in person so you can feel that connection. But if you're just having the connection over phone and over text, and you meet in person and you're blank and there's nothing to say because you've already exhausted all what you wanted to say over text, I'd rather reserve what I want to say and meet you in person and tell you if I had a bad day or if I had a good day. I'll tell you in person so you can actually know this is what I've been going through over the week or over the days, rather than just texting over text. Because an in-person conversation has more connection than a text conversation. A text conversation can only get you so far, but when you talk in person, you get to feel that connection, you get to build the connection with that person. So just talking in person is way better than text. The seventh dating mistake that we make is literally going into a relationship and always looking at what's wrong rather than looking at what's right. We want everything to be perfect. We want to have this perfect relationship, we want to have this perfect lifestyle without actually working for it. Spend your time looking at all the bad thing your partner does, all the negative thing your partner does, rather than looking at the little good things that they do for you. Looking at all the wrong things they do is gonna make the relationship die and fade out. But if you look at all the efforts and the little commitments that your partner is doing for you, all the good things your partner is doing for you, that's gonna help you so fast in building that connection and making the love or the dating last longer. But if you're always trying to find problems, little problems, maybe he left his shoe on the hallway, so what? Just pick it up and put it aside. He left dirty plates in the sink, dirty. Just wash it. Or probably he washed it yesterday and probably he left it today, and you don't think about what he did yesterday. You're always thinking about the wrong thing he did today and not the good thing he did yesterday. Always trying to find the wrong things about the relationship rather than the right things. It's just not gonna get you anywhere. You know, always find what's right about the relationship, always find what's good, always find what your partner did right, and always appreciate your partner. Like, who doesn't love an appreciation? But if you're always trying to find the littlest things that they do wrong and always trying to fight and quarrel over that, tell me how long that relationship is gonna last for. Tell me. The eighth dating mistake that we make is literally depending on our partner for every single thing. Except your partner is super rich and actually tells you not to work a day in your life because they're gonna take care of you. You always gotta try to find a way to support your partner in whatever way you can. If you both are college students and then maybe she's working and you're not, or he's working and you're not, and you're always depending on him for every single thing, it's gonna get overwhelming at some point because he's not only taking care of his bills, he's taking care of your bills. Or she's not only taking care of her bills, she's taking care of your bills. So basically try to support each other in one way or another. Don't just depend on one person for everything and let that burden weigh on one person, because there is just so much that person can take, and one day that person may be like, boom, it's over, like we're done. You know, there is just so much someone can take. So don't depend on that person for everything. Just try to find work, try to find something to do to support your partner and support your other half. Don't just depend on them for every single thing, because it's honey, it's not fair. It's just not. It's not. So I like girls who are independent and girls who like to work for themselves rather than depending on a guy for every single thing. You're in a relationship, not a contract for money. So work for yourself, try to be supportive as much as you can. Even if you don't work 5 days a week, 9 to 5, you can work a part-time job. You can drive Uber or Lyft or something. Just work a part-time job so you don't have to depend on your partner for every single thing and make such a huge burden on him. You know, confusing chemistry with love. I may have a chemistry with you, but I am not in love with you. So just the fact that we get into a relationship because we think we have a chemistry or connection with this person, but we're not actually like deeply in love with this person, it just doesn't make any sense. Get into a relationship for the right reason. Don't get into a relationship because you feel like you're connected with this person, you have a chemistry with this person, you guys click so well. Unfortunately, with a relationship, it may be so different. So unless you actually have emotional feelings for this person, just that chemistry enough is not good enough to like last anything. So make sure you get into a relationship for the right reasons, but not just because you think you connected with this person and you think you have a chemistry with this person. But when you get to a relationship, you realize that, oh, that was just a one-time thing, and then it's not love and it's not a long-lasting relationship, and boom, your relationship is over. So make sure you get into a relationship with someone you know that you may have a future with or in love with, rather than someone you think that you just connected with and you're actually not that connected with. So don't confuse the two. Don't confuse chemistry and love. Always try to find what is actually working for you and what is the deeper feeling you're having about this person before you actually get into a relationship with this person. Okay guys, the 10th and final dating mistake we make is basically never caring about what your likes and your dislikes are. If you're in a relationship and you never care to know what your partner likes, what they have, lack of communication. Communication is key in everything. In a relationship, communication is key. So if you're never communicating with each other, you don't know what your likes and dislikes are. You don't know if he likes his shower hot or cold, or what his favorite food is. You don't know what his favorite sports is. You don't know who his family is. You literally know nothing about this person and you don't care to know. No. So communication is every single thing in a relationship. Try as much as possible to communicate with your partner on every single thing, and you're gonna find yourself getting much more better because you guys know much about each other, you know, rather than just staying and thinking you know about each other, but when you actually don't, try to find out about each other, know your likes, know your dislikes, so as to avoid what the person hates and try to do more of what the person likes. So that is pretty much the 10 dating mistakes I had for you guys on this video. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you liked it, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, a huge thumbs up. That would mean the entire world to me. Follow me on my Instagram if you have any questions. Like, share, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I love you all so much, and I'll be sure to see you in my next video. Bye guys.